going on, guys? Thought we would do another live tonight. Got Jonah on here. Sorry, guys. I literally just stopped like 10 minutes ago. And I ran in to get something to eat at this little diner. So you're going to have to bear with me on this live tonight. Everything good with you there, Jonah? All right. I guess Jonah froze up. Wife says, looking forward to the rabbit hole pop-up conversations with new and current rabbit family. Subscribers, driver may only drive as fast as your guardian angel can fly. It's me just telling everybody we'll be here. Good evening, Army Canes. Always good to have you in. Hope things are well. Like I said, guys, you're going to have to bear with me. I am hungry. There's Jonah.
Yeah.
I lost you there for a second. Nope. I don't know what kind of live this is going to be tonight. Looks like he's having problems.
Yeah, there we go.
There you are. So what's going on, Jonah? Anything good?
Ain't nothing. Just got parked a few minutes ago. Got loaded. And got parked not too long ago.
You know, you're a fan favorite. You know that, right?
For real?
Yeah, you are, man. I get lots of people requesting for you to come on.
Yeah.
Yep, lots of people.
Okay. Yeah, I had to pick up a load in Lima, Ohio not too long ago.
Yeah. What part of Ohio?
Lima, Ohio.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. There's some plastic bottles going down to Texas.
Okay. I'm at this pilot in Illinois somewhere, just east of St. Louis on 64, and I had to create a spot.
Oh, man.
What's going on, HD Eagle?
Just with that little small pilot.
Yeah, it's a little tiny one, but they got a little mom and pop diner here, man. I mean, the food is good. Look at this chicken sandwich, dude. I mean, for a mom and pop place, man, it's huge. Home cut fry. Yep. Lost him again. So, G80 Sean, how's it going? When you coming aboard, buddy? You got any news?
Yeah. So what else? Phone my phone clicked. I don't know why it clicked off or whatever. So what you saying now?
No, I was just addressing the people here. I said I had to create a spot here at this pilot.
Yeah.
My darling baby Nicole, you don't have to stay on here tonight if you don't want to. She said it's 9 o'clock where she's at. And it's close to her bedtime. So how was your week?
It was all right. It was pretty good for a full week that I had last week. And then I had a full week this week. And I mean, it was pretty decent the last 2 weeks over here.
Good deal, man. I had a couple good weeks too. So I gave Michelle a call, but wasn't able to get in contact with her. Yeah, she's really busy, man. I don't know how far along you are in your process, but get in touch with her on Monday. I'll remind her to get in touch with you. I've got a list of people that she needs to get a hold of. What's up, Mike Teague? Glad to have you in here, buddy. It's always a pleasure. How was your week, Mike T? And J.D. Sean and HD Eagle, Army Kane, all you guys. How was your all's week? Like I said, guys, I didn't know what kind of live we would have tonight and how good it would be, but I thought we would give it a shot and try. Do a Friday night live, kind of like, back in the day when Saturday Night Live was actually a good TV show, and then Mad TV and a couple other shows did their Friday. They had a show called Fridays too that kind of competed with Saturday Night Live. You remember that back in the '80s, Fridays? Then you had Mad TV.
Yeah, I remember Mad TV and Saturday Night Live.
Yeah, well, they kind of competed with them for a while. So I figured we'd kind of do a Friday night thing instead of a Saturday night thing. I was real close to calling you and saying, hey, why don't we just do this tomorrow? But I said, nah, let's get it done. I had Craig Hutchinson. He was going to come on tonight, but he got a little tied up.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Red Raider. How's it going, buddy? Glad you're on here. Hope things are going well with you. JD Sean, it's okay. I should be grossing $43.55. It's not horrible. Not horrible. James, you get the message about the computer system? Yep, I sure did, buddy. I did get those messages. Yeah, I'm going to have to rely on a planner just like all of us do. I think it's the 26th and 27th, if I'm not mistaken. It's okay. Is there something more to that message than what I saw? I'm hoping that they add a whole bunch more loads on there. Right now I'm rolling nonstop, so I'm staying out longer while the getting is good. Yeah, I'm doing kind of the same thing. I just texted the wife earlier. I got a few things that I'm trying to get paid off. And I told her, I said, I'm going to stay out for a little while, other than maybe sliding through the house, do a 10 or a 34 or something like that. But I'm staying out. I'm going to make as much money as I can before Christmas. Christmas is going to sneak right up on us, guys. And this whole year has gone by so freaking fast. I mean, it really has. Yeah, you're right. And Living Color was on Sunday, and we had Mad TV, and if you guys are old enough, there was Fridays. And then there was another show, too, that came on Friday night. I just don't remember what the name of that one was. Yeah, it was pretty good. Any of you guys ever in Illinois here on 64, it's the first pilot that you come to, not the one that's in East St. Louis, but the next one on 64. You guys ever stop here, man? Stop at this little Eddie's Diner. It's inside the pilot. Man, that guy just about took that hood off of that truck. Whoa. Anyway, this diner, man, is awesome. Red Raider, yes, sir. Doing well. Headed to Amarillo for a 10 p.m. unload. Okay. Yeah, I know you stay pretty busy. I see you on Todd's videos and stuff. I know you stay pretty busy. I know Todd knows where you work, but I don't know where you work. But whoever you do work for, I know they keep you rolling. That's a good thing. Army King said he did 6,800 to the truck. Now, that's a damn good week right there. That should be... Wow. I mean, you probably gross close to $9,000 then if you did 6,800 to the truck. Loads are paying good in the Midwest, but not enough time to maximize. Yeah, that was one of the issues I had with Schneider, too, because they don't let you deliver early or pick up early. Like where I'm at here, what I did, my load wasn't, the last load I had, I could, supposedly couldn't drop it till 5 a.m. But I ended up dropping it 10 p.m. the night before. Got a head start. This load here that I picked up today was a 5 p.m. live load. I was there at 2 o'clock and got live loaded immediately. My only problem is I want to get about an hour and a half down the road, so I wouldn't have as much to drive tomorrow. That's why I'm a little late getting on here tonight, guys. I'm sorry. Yes, sir. I work for a grocery chain, Albertsons, Tom Thumb, Unlimited Soup. Okay. I got you. I know all about Albertsons. Never heard of Tom Thumb before. I mean, I've seen them, but good deal. I know they keep you rolling. Most grocery stores do, though. Yeah. They've been keeping me in the Midwest, getting good fuel economy. Yeah, the load that I have right now is pet treats. And you would think that they would be heavy, but it's literally 17,000 pounds. So I'm hauling sailboat fuel basically.
Yeah, you about like me. I ain't got number 21,000, 21, like 2,000 pounds on my truck, 2,100 pounds.
The last load I had was 34. I mean, everything that I've had has been, under 30,000, except for that 34,000. I've not had any heavy loads.
Yeah.
I went a little bit further west than I usually like to do. I went to Olathe, Kansas. That was my last load. But, it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad at all. Bull of the Woods is in the house. Glad to have you on here, guy.
I'll probably ride through St. Louis tomorrow. I'm over down to Texas.
Someday, all you guys that we talk to on here, we all need to run into each other someday.
Yeah, that'll be good.
HD Eagle says he's doing good. He was able to get 3,200 miles this week. I know next week will not be as good, but got to get it while you can. Absolutely, man. I just pulled baked beans out of Wisconsin to Hy-Vee. They pulled to General Mills. So are you on the beans account? Bush baked beans. Mac T. Merrill Woods says he's struggling with Schneider. To how do I make money with Schneider? The only thing I can tell you with Schneider, and unfortunately it eats up a lot of your time, a lot of guys are scared with deadhead miles. If I would deadhead, a couple hundred miles, I would do it. But obviously it takes up time to deadhead those miles. But I consistently, did 5,000, 5,500 to the truck almost the whole time that I was there on the weeks that I was out. Now, granted, that was, 6 months ago. I know things change, just like everything changes. But I don't really have any answers for you, Merrill, other than just you got to run the deadhead miles. Go for the I always try to find, well, when I was over there, it didn't really matter about the miles. It was more about the money because of the percentage. But, I just try to find the loads that, paid me at least, the goal was $900 to $1,000 a day. Anything over 800, I would still look at and consider, but I would try to stay $800-900 a day. And if you can do that, I mean, you can consistently make it on a 6-day work week. But with the deadhead miles, unfortunately, you really have to do a 34 if you're doing a lot of deadhead miles because it takes away your time. That's what sucks about it. I'll cross paths to leaving Texas, headed to Pennsylvania. Yeah, we might cross paths. I'm actually going to be going straight up 64 into Virginia and then down 77 into North Carolina. No, I just picked it up and kept on rolling. Okay, I got you. There's Anime Demon. What's up? Hey, buddy, how are you? If it's like 100 or less. Okay. Man, I got to tell you, this chicken sandwich, I wasn't really, didn't think it was going to be this good, man, but it's pretty damn good. So, you remember when Popeyes first came out with their chicken sandwich? It was the rage. Everybody loved it. Yeah. And then it went down.
It wasn't all that to me.
First couple of weeks, they were really good. And then all the other chains started bringing out their chicken sandwiches. Well, it's not spicy by any means, but this is about as thick as what those Popeyes chicken sandwiches were at the time, man. It's good, man. Man, it's good. G80 says, I wish I could tell you, Merrill, but I'm struggling myself at Schneider. My best advice is to run the Midwest Those loads usually pay good for short distance. Yeah, Merrill, if you decide you're going to leave Schneider, just remember one thing, and I've always been as honest with you guys as I possibly can. You can't come to Swift over here with your truck. I mean, you can, but I don't think you'll make it over here with the truck. It's kind of what I told G80 Sean too. Yeah, he's leaving Schneider himself. Yeah, I think it's a little bit better over here, guys. I mean, there's less bull crap that you got to put up with. Did I just say bull crap? I mean bullshit.
Yeah.
What the hell's wrong? I'm not a teenager. I think I got my YouTube figured out to where I can go back to being monetized again. I think. We'll find out. But I think I got it all figured out. I got an idea and a plan. I've been talking about it for about a month. I think I'm going to start doing it. I just don't know when. And if I do, I think this channel is going to blow up. I really honestly do with the idea that I have. I'll tell you what the idea is, Jonah, when I talk to you. But I don't want to put it out here. I don't want people to copycat off of me. Right now, the problem that I'm having is a lot of people copycat what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, my truck is cheaper than the MRP or lease trucks. I can see how we can get pretty thin with an S. Absolutely. You're not going to make it with an SF5 truck over here. Red Raider says it's probably better to switch jobs now versus later due to winter coming. Absolutely. I agree. If you're going to do any maneuvering, man, the sooner you can do it, better off you can be. That's why everybody calls me the diva, because I have no problems with leaving a trucking company if I can't make money. I mean, what's the purpose? Why stay if you can't make money?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I don't understand why people stay if they're not making money. Right?
Oh, yeah. That's why I left the last company I was with. I made more money in the last 2 weeks than I made with the other company in like weeks, like back-to-back weeks.
Hirschbach?
Yeah, when I left Hirschbach, I wasn't like I running the same. I running lesser miles over here and making more money than I was at Hirschbach running more miles. And then there's a lot of less sitting and waiting. I spend more time riding than I do sitting and waiting.
What happened to Wildbeard? He hasn't posted a video in a long time.
I don't know. I ain't seen him in a while. I usually like watch him here and there, but I don't know what happened with him.
He was one of the YouTubers that I actually enjoyed watching.
Yeah.
Yeah, he switched companies a couple weeks back.
Yeah, about a month ago. Yeah, I switched companies like about a month ago. Left Hirschbach and came over to Dart.
Been a long day today, man. Long day. I started about 5:30 this morning.
Oh, you started about the same time I did.
Yep. Oh, okay. Okay. So I got 831 miles to go. I'm going to the Raleigh-Durham area, Raleigh, North Carolina area.
Okay.
And
okay.
obviously, I'm not going to be able to drive all that tomorrow, but I'm going to try and knock out as much as I can.
Yeah.
I seen some drivers with the new Freightliner. You know, I saw that too. I saw a brand new Freightliner the other day. Hirschbach.
Yeah.
Have you seen one of the new designs?
Cascadia? So with the blue with the blue on it, or with the orange on it?
The one I saw was silver. Talk about the new Cascadia.
Yeah.
They redesigned the Cascadia.
Oh no, I ain't seen the new one yet.
All they did was change the hood a little bit and the headlights. It looks a little bit sleeker.
Oh, okay. No, I ain't seen no new one yet.
Hirschbach's the only company I've seen that's had them. So Red Raider says he's a company driver. He works 5 days a week, home every night. I only run about 2,500 a week, but gross 1,800ish. November, I've been here 10. Yeah, that's a job you want to stay at right there. If you're grossing $1,800, you need to stay right where you're at.
Oh yeah.
So you're getting about 80, 85 cents a mile. That's not bad. Mike T says, James, I started at 3 a.m. I was told was a live unload, but ended up being a drop and hook and ran this T-call. Absolutely, man. I would have ran at 3 o'clock, but my time didn't start. I usually I run whatever the clock tells me to run. You saw a gray one. Yeah, that's what color the one I was. It was either silver or gray. So Thomas is on here promoting his company again. $2,500 driving local is pretty good. What's 2,500 miles, and he gets paid 1,800 this. All right, we're gonna and that user. Tom, you're not coming on here and promote your company, but Army King Crete has a couple new Freightliners. I haven't seen them yet. I'm sure they do. So Schneider has the new Freightliners. Okay. Red Raider says, I had my own truck years ago. Got in over my head. Lasted about a year. Yeah, I think there's a lot of people that have gotten in over their head. And I got to be honest with you, if I wouldn't have been at Swift with the breakdowns and the tires that I had, I'm starting to now, but I would have never gotten ahead to really to make it. If I would have been at F2F, I would have been closed up shop, guys. But I'm getting ahead now. I'm working things out. Thoughts on the pause of the Visa CDLs? What's your opinion on that? And then I'll tell you mine.
But my opinion on it,
Yep.
They should have been did that pause on that. Like, if you can't speak English or read English, and then they should have been paused that. That was throwing, like, making the rates go down and stuff. They hauling the rates. I mean, they're hauling the load for cheaper.
So, my thing is on this, we all know, I'm not trying to get political by any means, but there's always been a law about this. When Barack Obama was the president, he instituted a stop on it. I'm trying to remember what that's actually called. The orders. What's the orders called that the president does? You know what I'm talking about? The emergency orders. I can't remember what they're called.
Yeah,
anyway,
I don't know.
Barack Obama put a stop on enforcement of all that crap. And unfortunately, the other side, when Trump came in, he didn't stop it. He didn't continue it. So it still happened. And obviously it got worse and worse and worse through the last administration with Biden. And honestly, the only reason anybody's doing any kind of enforcement, the only reason anything's changing is because of all these accidents lately. If these accidents weren't happening, nothing would have been changed. I don't think what they're doing is enough, in my opinion. We talked about this on my show the other night. They put that driver, the one in Florida, the one everybody talked about, they put that driver up in a hotel. You know that, right? They put him up in a hotel.
Yeah, I seen it.
And he ran to California. That's why they made a big deal about going out there and extraditing him. and bringing him back and charging him. They didn't know what they had. That was the problem. They didn't know how to handle it, basically. They didn't know what to do. They were just going to slap him on the back and push him on down the road, I think, is what they were going to do. And because he disappeared so quickly, they had to do some type of action with it. And they knew that they were going to be screwed if they didn't do something about it. Now, that's my opinion, guys. I don't know for sure, but that's the way it seems. And we talked about it the other night. The guy should have been arrested. He should have had $1 million bond. Yep.
He should have had no bond.
We should have had $1 million bond, because a no bond is easier to get kicked away from a judge than $1 million bond. So you get another judge in there, a liberal judge, they could have said, no, we're going to go ahead and release him because there's no bond. But if you had $1 million bond, that's harder to change.
Yeah.
Mac T says, I knew here at Swift that I wouldn't make $1 million a mile, but also wouldn't be. Yep, absolutely, man. That's what the number one reason why I came back. I knew that I could make money here, and pretty much steady money. And pretty much all my friends and it's no big secret, all my friends told me I was an idiot for coming back. And, ultimately, I think I did the right thing. I can't speak for them. They got to do what they want to do. But everybody told me I was crazy. But I did it anyways. Nobody can make the decision for you or your family and what you need to do more so than you can yourself. Just like, I don't really get in the middle of anybody else's decisions on what they want to do. I'm just about done eating, guys. I'm sorry. So, it wasn't fair for them to judge me on what I was doing. And there was a shit ton of guys that, gave me shit about that. They really did. And they had no business, no business whatsoever. Hey, that was a good chicken. There you go. Executive order. That's right. That's what I was trying to think of. But Barack Obama sent out an executive order to basically not go after these guys. Yep, Red Raider, you're right. And Red Raider also says, if it was me that was involved in that wreck, I would have be under. Yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely, I agree. All right. We got a good old friend on here. Flying Patty says opinions are like assholes. Everybody has one. You're absolutely right, Patty. Patty, I would love to cross paths with you and have some discussions with you, because I have the funniest feeling that me and you would see eye to eye on a lot of crap with the way you know stuff. I don't know why, man, but I just have that feeling. Someday. Oh, man. I'm going to sleep good tonight, guy. So, all you guys that are on here, if y'all want some good listening, and you're tired of Sirius, you're tired of iHeart, you're tired of all your music books but your books that you listen to online and shit, download an app called Florida Man Radio. And there's several shows that are on there, podcasts. One of them happens to be Bubba the Love Sponge, and then you got Shannon Burke. Well, back in the day, early 2000, Bubba the Love Sponge was on Howard Stern's channel on Sirius. And to this day, he still has the biggest FCC fine that was ever issued out. I forgot what the amount was. And also, he was the one that was involved in that Hulk Hogan sex tape bullshit. That was his wife. You remember all that shit when that happened?
No, I don't remember that. I didn't see that.
Okay. Well, that was his wife that got involved in that. But anyway, his show is good. He does it live on YouTube 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. every morning during the week. And then Shannon Burke has his show I think his is 3 to 7. He does the evening drives, but you can listen to the podcast on the Florida Man Radio. But they get a little crazy on there. So Army King says, if assholes could fly, this place would be an airport. Yes, sir. Most definitely. Hey, Rabbit, so can I choose whichever lease truck I want? No, you choose what you want to, buddy. They're going to try and, talk you into getting this truck or that truck, but if it's not a truck you want, don't take it. It's real simple. I mean, you tell Michelle what you want, and she tries to tell you what's available, is how that works. And she'll go through the list, and you'll go through it that way. What are they going to do about the deaf drivers? I don't know. I don't know anything about that one. Is Shannon Burt and the Monsters? Shannon Burt, I don't think he was ever a part of the Monsters of the Morning. They were competitors for a long time, because Monsters of the Morning, I believe, were out of Orlando. And I think he had his own show that was competing with them at the time. I could be wrong, but I don't think so. It would be very congested. Yeah, it would be a very congested airport. 3 rigs. Evening, Fly Rabbit and Jonah. Hey, buddy. Hey, any of you guys want to go live with us here? Let me know and on here, and I'll send you guys the link. I think I saw something about J.B. Hunt being sued because they didn't hire a deaf driver, according to MacT. Yeah, I didn't see that one. I did not see that one, but I did see it was either Alex, Mother Trucker, or one of them. I can't remember which one said that J.B. Hunt's cutting $100 million out of their budget for next year or this quarter or something. And they're going to end up letting a lot of drivers go because of it. I don't know how true that is, but that's a big number. Somebody sent me a message on YouTube the other day wanting to know how J.B. Hunt was. I'm like, I have no idea, man. I haven't been there in over a year. Things change. What you got to talk about, Jonah? Anything?
No, not off the top of my head.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do got a question. Which company you think got a best lease option, as far as a lease? All the leases you done, which one you think got a good lease option for drivers? Or drivers trying to get into leasing?
Well, you know what my number one choice is. It's going to be here.
Yeah, I know. I know that.
And I'm not just saying that because I'm here. I'm saying that because I really honestly think that Swift's lease is the best one. Not a big fan of their big balloon payment at the end, but it's real similar to what SFI has, but the payments aren't nowhere near the price. No, I think Swift has it down. When I was at Christensen, their lease was pretty good. It was literally 41 cents a mile on their lease. So you do the math. You know what I mean? You drive 1,000 miles, $410. You drive 2,000, it's 800 and whatever. So the more miles you drove, the bigger the lease payment was. But the thing was, you didn't drive any miles, you didn't pay a lease payment.
Yeah.
So between those two, and the truck was really nice at Christensen. And it was only, I think it was only a 2-year lease too. And it had a $60,000 balloon at the end. 2 years, $60,000 balloon. So it wasn't too bad.
Oh, okay.
Army King says, I thought Opie and Auntie had the high spine after the anal sex. Nope, that was Bubba the Love Sponge. He had again, I don't remember the amount, but it was way up there. And they slaughtered a live hog online. And a lot of people took offense to it. And the FCC got involved. And as a matter of fact, if my memory serves me correct, I could be wrong, but our Attorney General, Pam Bondi, had a lot to do with that, if I remember correctly. I think she was the Florida Attorney General at the time when that happened. I could be wrong, but I think it was her. Them two don't get along at all, obviously. Juggalo. I grew up on the Bubba 93.3. Yep, 93.3. What was that? That's not the bone. 102.5 is the bone. I can't remember. 93.3. That's FLZ. That's what that one is. Merrill Woods says, how does the transfer process work with SFI? I have a 2,000 deposit. They said it's a 15. It just depends on what company you want to go to. I only paid $500 to transfer to JB Hunt, but with SFI, it depends on what color underwear they put on that day, and whether or not they got into a fight with their significant other the night before. They change their mind all the time.
Yeah.
That's correct. I got to turn this air down. Matter of fact, I think I'm going to turn the truck off completely. It's not really that damn hot. Hold on a second. Oh, man. I have to move this over. Bear with me a second, guys. Oh, man. Yeah, it was getting kind of chill. It's cold up here in Illinois. I mean, it's like 65 degrees, dude.
Oh, yeah, it's 79. The truck says 79 degrees where I'm at.
It's nice and comfortable. I'm parked right next to another Swift driver that has a 26 Volvo, 260-300.
Yeah.
Nice looking truck, man. I think I think that's the route that I'm going to go when I get a truck. I think I'm going to go to the new Volvo. I was talking to the one about it earlier today. I think sometime before the end of the year, beginning of next year, I'm going to really hammer it down and figure out which way I'm going to go. I think that's what I'm going to end up doing. I'm going to get my money back out of the truck that I have. It'll have all brand new tires on it by the time that it's got almost all brand new tires now. So did I tell you I got the bill on my my steer tires today?
What about $1,000?
I got Goodyear Endurance, okay, brand new, and they're about $850 a piece. Swift's price for both of them, mounted, installed, and everything, $773.
Okay.
For both of them, that's not bad.
That's
for both of them. They were 360 a piece, something like that. Not a bad price. Merrill says, "Oh, okay, got it. So you use your deposit to transfer to JB Hunt." Someone explained it to me. I honestly, I don't know how they figured it. It was just a $500 transfer fee is all I had to pay. And that was for them just to do the paperwork, more or less. But again, I think they do what they want to there. I really do. Do you get your deposit back if you flat out return the SFI? Buddy, I used the deposit that I had, basically went towards whatever they had. I think I came out even, basically. I think I owed them like $500, which it was paid. But I came out almost even. International's been decent. No problems. Like I said, seemed like most of the kinks are worked out of it. I've got a few more drive tires that I got to get replaced. Unfortunately, I can't just go and get all drives replaced all at once the way I'm doing it. I'm doing basically one or two a week, and I'm just about there, guys. If I had the cash, I would do it and just do it all in one swoop. But that's just the way it goes with Swift. With me being an outside guy with an outside truck, they won't finance it, or basically to do that. If I had one of their trucks, it'd be a little bit different of a story, but I don't. And obviously, you guys know that I don't stick around at a company very long, so I'm sure they have a little bit of fear of me leaving them and stiffen them with the tires, which in that case, I would not stiff the company for tires. I would not stiff any company for situations like that. I have no desire to leave. I'm actually, for once in a long time, now that I'm getting things straightened out, I'm actually having fun again doing this.
Oh, yeah.
There for a couple weeks, man. It was a little hit and miss, and I wasn't having fun. Am I planning training again? That's if I end up getting a lease truck, yeah, I'll probably train again for a while. I'm not gonna commit to any long term commitments to that, but I am gonna do it. What the hell are you drinking? What is that? Tea?
Sweet tea.
Okay.
Yeah.
Almost looked like you were drinking a Miller Lite there for a second.
Oh no, nah.
It's crazy
Oh.
how you have to pay SFI money to move your truck. You're paying for every week, and that's why I'm tired of this. Yeah. You know, I got to tell you, I was looking at Lone Mountain. They've got those new Kenworths and the new Volvos. The Kenworth, you can put 10 grand down, and I know they want to see money in your bank account too, but you can put 10 grand down. It's like 3,200 a month or something like that. I mean, that's basically what you would lease a truck for with Swift, and 5 years, and the damn thing's yours. I was actually possibly maybe thinking about doing that, taking my truck and trade it in and getting one of those. I've easily got $10,000 in equity in the truck that I have. I probably have more than that. Matter of fact, I know I do. I honestly don't know what I'm going to do. All I know is I got that new Volvo vibe going on right now.
Yeah. I don't really too much like the new Volvos.
Oh, I do. You know why I like them? They come they come standard with the EPU now. I like the looks of them, and they all have the wall plugs, and they come standard with everything, dude. It's a very, very intelligent truck, and it's actually the most aerodynamic truck that's out there, and it's the only truck that has an airbag. And I think the new one has a driver and a passenger airbag. My thing is, I'm just making up money I invested to get started. Once I get a couple settlements, I'll be good. So, Mac T, how long have you been to Swift? I was thinking you were here for a long time. So 3 rigs. If you get a brand new truck from Lone Mountain, they're not really concerned about reserve funds because the warranties are good. Is that true? Did not know that. If that's the case, it might just solidify my decision a little bit more so. I might be calling them and asking them. Pedigree has some good trucks too. Yeah, that's basically what my truck is an old prime truck. It didn't come from Pedigree, but it's an old prime truck.
So your truck don't have the plug-ins? Like the wall plug-ins?
No. Does yours?
Yeah, mine got it.
Does it? That's what I was told when I called. Okay. I'll give them a call Monday and ask them. That might be if that's the case, guys. I mean, it might make more sense for me just to get into one of their trucks. Wayne Heat, new guy. Hello, do you know who I can call to talk about getting my Class A license? Well, are you wanting to come to Swift? If you are, you can call Michelle, the number that's running down there, and she could put you in with a company recruiter. She'd be more than happy to help you out, Wayne. Mac T says, I spent about the first 2 weeks getting decals, maintenance, and picking up the truck. International took up most of that time. Wow. Oh, so you're in your 3rd week. Okay. I had no idea that. Okay. So about 6 weeks you've been here. Okay. Well, you should have used my damn referral code if you didn't. What the hell, Mike? You've been on this channel for a long time now. Mike T, as a matter of fact, why don't you give me a ring tomorrow, man, and I'll hook you up with my guys. Here's my phone number. I'll hook you up with my guys. We got a lot of little things going on that we help each other out with. I know you're on the channel all the time. I don't mind helping you out. Give me a call tomorrow, and I'll hook you up. Man, that sandwich was good. The only negative thing about this restaurant is they close at 8 o'clock.
Dang. They
I don't know
close
why
early.
Yeah, I don't know why you would close so dang early.
They would say at least about 10 or 11.
Hey, Wayne, I would appreciate that, buddy. Yeah, use me as a referral if you would. That'd be great. I would really appreciate that. And write my number down. I'll be more than happy to help you out. I don't really know a whole lot about the company side, but I can probably find some answers out for you. I need to get a new camera. This thing keeps going offline and online. Do you hear it in the background? Wi-Fi's connected.
Yeah.
Wi-Fi's connected.
Yeah, I can hear something. I thought it was a tablet talking.
Yeah, that's this thing. I'm gonna go ahead and I need to get a new camera because it's going on and off, and I don't know why it's doing that. Hey, Wayne, no problem, buddy. Anytime, man. Anytime. Yeah, I didn't know how good this live would be tonight, but I thought we would go in and see. Now, last night's live actually did really good. I'm gonna put out some videos this weekend. I have no idea what content. That's the only thing about Swift. It's hard to make content here because it's basically the same stuff. And I don't know how you are, but I hate watching these guys' videos where I'm going to Boston, then I'm going to Los Angeles, and then after that I'm going from Los Angeles to Texas. I don't put out content like that. I don't really have. I just kind of tell you what I'm doing, and that's about it. Did Jonah get back on it? Nope, not yet. Not yet. He's got to wait till what? November? Did you say December?
December.
December. Ain't nobody. Come on, guys, make some comments here, guys. That's around the corner. Yeah, like I said at the beginning, man. It's just seriously, guys, this year has gone by so damn quick that December's right around the corner.
Mm-hmm.
Right around the corner. Right around the corner. My son just sent me pictures of my grandbaby. She's adorable. I'm a grandfather at 55. Actually, at 54. I was 54 when she was born. Grandfather at 54, man. Well, you know how people put on that Facebook thing? Who can honestly say they're 35 years old and not a grandparent? I'm 54, not a grandparent yet.
Yeah.
My wife is going to be older than me before she's a grandparent. Our daughter's 13. What are the lease trucks governed at? Lease trucks are governed at 70 miles an hour. Are you still going to do the tour of the trucks route? That's what my plan is. This load that I've got going to North Carolina, I'm going to try and swing in either Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday of next week. It just depends on how things go and what loads are available. But that's my plan, is to get into Greer and catch up with Michelle and do that. As long as I can make that happen, that's the plan.
Yeah, make sure you wear your country shirt when you go in there and talk to her now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'll let you do that. I've got my University of Louisville stuff. I'll be wearing that.
Oh, man. She can do nothing but cuss me out and pick me out of office like she do all the time.
Michelle really likes you. That's all. Every time every time I talk to her on the phone or in the office or whatever, she always asks how you're doing.
Uh,
Like I said, man, you're a fan favorite. When you gonna order one of my hats, man? You see my
shoot,
webpage or my post on my face on YouTube?
yeah, I seen it. I said I'm gonna go there and order one, and I like the one you got on.
The blue.
Yeah, I was like, I might have to go in and order one.
Yeah, this is the navy blue. I've got a few of those that are in stock. I got that new gray. The gray looks good too.
Uh huh.
There's quite a few
How I
good
go? I
colors.
mean, well, I have to go to the site and order one. I probably have to go in there and check it out and order one or
Just
two.
go on my YouTube page and go to the post. Just tell me what you
Okay.
want, and I'll get you. The wife uses Venmo, and I did one through Cash App, and we can do Cash App,
Okay.
Venmo, or
Yeah, 'cause I got cash
Zelle.
out. So.
Zelle. Okay, or Zelle. Any of those. $30, man. I mean, it's a nice.
Yeah.
My hair's a mess, but it's a nice trucker hat, man. It's very solid, and it's not screen printed. It's actually stitched.
So okay, yeah, that's stitched in. Oh yeah.
It's stitched, dude. I mean, it's all stitched in there perfectly. We got coffee mugs. She's got stickers. We got the little buttons that my daughter made. I think she throws in I can't remember if she putting a sticker in or what goes with it. But anyway, a lot of things. Go to the page and look at it. There's a lot of nice little things. We didn't order a lot yet because we want to see how things go. But I think eventually we're going to open up like an Amazon page and also an Etsy page and sell them off of that too. Honestly, every Swift driver I've talked to never complained about making moolah. They just had a bad run online with accident videos. Yeah, 3 rigs. I mean, you're always going to have your complainers, but Swift has more drivers with million miles, 5, 10, 15, even 20 or even more years. There's a lot of drivers here that have a lot of miles. They just, I mean, I hate to say it, man, but they and you know this, Jonah. That's why you want to go back. They make it comfortable here. They really do. There are some things that, it's not perfect by any means, but it's easy to do the work here. And they do kind of, I don't want to call it coddle you, but they kind of do. They kind of coddle you here. And it's really easy to make money here. As long as you play by the rules, play their system, it's not hard to make money here. It really isn't. They're larger than most of the flaws will be highlighted. Yep. They're people make fun of them all the time. Their safety score is actually really high. I mean, it's just because they've got 17,000 trucks or whatever that number is. But the more you got, the safer the company is. But guys, I got to tell you the truth. I get bypassed at 99.9% of all the scales. I don't even go into the scale houses at all. Not that was ever really a big concern of mine, but I never go into the scale house. Don't pay tolls, don't pay plates, permits, all that bullshit. Speaking of which, I got to pay my $22.90 here before the end of the month. When you got your own truck, that's one thing you got to pay on your own. But if you got a lease truck, they'll pay it.
Yeah, they pay everything.
$25 a week until the 600 or whatever it is paid, $550. I've been bypassed at every scale too. Yeah, I get bypassed at every single scale. I drive a lot of nights too, so that helps. But even in the daytime, I never really go into a scale. Even the Virginia scales. Virginia is the state that seems to always call you in. I get bypassed in Virginia all the time. I didn't even check if anybody go live tonight. Because the only reason I cut mine short last night was because Cassius King went live right after I did. And I didn't want to interrupt his time. And it was just me last night too, doing all of it.
Yeah. What kind of camera did you say you was gonna get? What kind of camera did you end up getting? I seen your video. You said you was getting a dance camera.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna replace this one that keeps talking to me. I need to
Uh
because it's time. It's got the camera that looks out front, and then it's got two cameras on each side that they maneuver. You can maneuver them however you want to. Well, I'm gonna have them facing
uh,
each window in case somebody comes to the side of the truck. And it's good if you ever get stopped by an officer too. You got everything
yeah.
recorded. You just
Oh,
most
okay.
states you got to let them know, hey, you're being recorded. Just say, hey, sir, just let you know my camera's recording. I'm just doing it,
Yeah.
because it's recording, or however you want to say it. But yeah, that's the camera I'm getting. It's on Amazon. It's like $111. I'll send you the link if you
Oh,
want it.
okay. Yeah. I might. Yeah, I need to get me a camera.
What was your favorite part about working with F2F? F2F, it wasn't a bad company. I don't want to call it dedicated, but I was on their dedicated where I ran. There was like 4 or 5 companies: Samsung, Cardinal Healthcare, the Pretzel Company, Schneider's of Hanover, and then there was one other. Anyway, that's the count that I was on, where there was like 3 or 4 different big major, carriers, and I mean I stayed pretty much in the Midwest and up in Pennsylvania, and it was pretty easy. The problem that I had with F2F is because of all their expenses, you had a trailer rental fee, you had to pay your 25%. After all the bills and your tolls, because when you go to Pennsylvania, you're always dealing with tolls up there. Um, it just didn't make sense to me, and I sat down, did the numbers, and honestly, I'm making more money at Swift than I did at F2F. Um, that's just the way the cookie crumbled, and I couldn't. I was doing a lot of deadhead, like I am here, and with the deadheading, I had to do almost always had to do a 34-hour reset. Um, Here at Swift, I mean, I think I've done one 34-hour reset the whole time I've been here, but I run recaps over here almost consistently, and I'm still making more money over here doing that. But to answer your question, best thing about F2F, I mean, I stayed in the areas where I like to run, I guess, is the best thing. F2F wasn't a bad company by any means. I just couldn't make the money that I needed. Do you guys think, since that accident in Florida has been publicized, that they will be ramping up pull-ins in the scales? I don't know. I don't. I really don't know. Um, there's a lot of talk about it, but I don't think enough's being done. I think this is all theater work with this driver. All of a sudden, they're really interested in it. All the news media is interested in it. All the YouTubers are interested in it. Everybody's doing a YouTube show about it right now. If you look, I mean, you can't look at anything without something on YouTube about that driver. Right now, that's the hot topic. Um, Next week, there will be something else that'll happen, and it'll be the hot topic.
Uh, I don't think they're gonna
But
be pulling in people in scales like that. That'll be a lot of time pulling
well,
people in the scales and
I
checking
think
their
what he's
paperwork and stuff.
I think what he's talking about is they're talking about putting ice in the scale houses with the
Oh,
DOT guys. Have you heard that yet?
yeah. No, I ain't heard that yet.
Yeah, they're talking about putting the ICE officers in there with them. Um, I don't know, man. Cash is King. If you haven't watched his show from last night, go watch it. They were him and DIY Semi. It was a long one too, like 2.5 hours, but they were talking about it a little bit last night. I mean, you think about it, and again, I don't know what the percentage is, but I've heard as high as like 40% of drivers that have domiciled CDLs like that. And you're starting to see them more and more at the shippers and receivers at everywhere you go.
Uh,
I mean, you think about it. If we were to lose 200,000 drivers because of that, I mean, just think of all the stuff that would open up if that happened. I mean, 200,000, that's a pretty big number. That's the number they were shooting around last night. I don't know where they came up with that number at, but it's a pretty good sized number. I mean, shit, if they got rid of, a couple thousand, 2,000, I think it would free up a lot of stuff too. My wife sent me something today. Let me see if I can find this. She sent something. So this is at what company is this? United States Postal Service. So I got a friend that hauls mail, still works at F2F, and that's what he does. He hauls the Postal Service stuff. Well, they had a sign posted, we cannot accept non-domiciled CDLs, limited term CDLs, or temporary CDLs when they pick up these loads. It's non-acceptable now. So the United States Postal Service is starting to put this on, their signs and stuff. So if the Postal Service is going to start doing that, it's just a matter of time before, because I know a lot of FedEx stuff is hauled out, and sometimes I can't think I've ever seen a UPS trailer, but you see a lot of FedEx trailers being hauled by private carriers. But it would only be a matter of time. I think Amazon's going to be put into a corner with this shit too, and I think it's ultimately it's going to weed those guys out eventually.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
You see a lot of them pulling Amazon trailers.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there for a long time, all the accidents were the guys pulling the Amazon trailers.
Amazon.
Speaking of which, I'm doing my first Amazon load right now. I've been wanting to do one. This is the first one that I've had. We'll see how it goes. Jay Deshawn, I had a driver come up to me with his translator, ask me how to help him back up. So I had the same situation, too, where the guy was trying to slide his tandems. And he didn't use the translator, but he was a brand new driver, had no idea how to do anything. And I honestly, I don't know how these guys are making it, especially through the scales and stuff. Mac T says, yeah, because the guy that caused that accident in Terrell, Texas was pulling. Okay, so that's why that is. Okay. Amazon is doing background checks now. Okay, maybe some of this stuff will be weeded out. Speaking of which, Mac T, what is your avatar from? It looks so familiar. I might have asked you that before. Do you know, Jonah?
That's Ike Turner.
Is that who that is? Ike Turner?
Yeah. That would look like.
What movie was that from, or is that just a real picture of him?
Ike and Tina. That movie, What's Love Got to Do with It? Ike and Tina.
Oh, is that what that is? Okay. Ike Turner. I did not know that. Yeah, okay. I thought that looked like Lawrence Fishburne. Okay. I guess I got to watch that movie. I don't think I've ever watched it. So when I lived in St. Petersburg, one of my police officer friends, him and his wife were really good friends with Ike Turner before he passed away. I guess he lived in the St. Petersburg area, and they knew him very well and talked about him. Said he was a super nice guy, believe it or not. What's love got to do with it? What's love got to do with it? Everybody's telling me now. I had no idea who that was. Eat the cake, anime. That must have been a line that he said in the movie, huh?
Uh-huh.
Eat the cake. One of the lines from a movie that I still to this day is, remember Napoleon Dynamite?
Uh-huh.
Eat, Tina! Remember the goat or the horse or whatever? Eat, Tina! He was super nice until Tina came around. Huh. Well, I think they knew him after Tina. That's funny. I just brought up the fucking Tina thing from fucking Napoleon Dynamite. Here we are talking about Tina Turner, too. That was kind of random. Didn't realize that connected, but it did. Oh man. All right, so JD Sean, did you guys see the new pending law affect no Crocs, no sandals? You know, I got to tell you something, JD Sean. That was that's not true, by the way. And I'm speaking for Florida. I can only speak for Florida, and I know this for a fact. There is no law whatsoever that I'm aware of that says that you can't have this type of shoe or that type of shoe when you're driving any type of vehicle. And if anybody can produce it or show it, please show it to me. But even being an officer, you know, there was always that rumor that you can't drive barefoot and all that crap. There's no such law. And that thing that you're talking about was I forgot who it was, but it was AI generated, and somebody just wanted to put it out there. Napoleon's UNL. Napoleon's uncle. Yeah, Uncle Rico. But G80 Sean, back to that though. That was something that was produced by AI just to get the sandal wearers out. I agree with you. I think there should be a law with that, but it's a safety thing. But I can't say much. I don't wear sandals per se, but I wear really, slip-on type shoes when I'm driving because it's comfortable. I mean, I don't know how and why sandals would be comfortable to drive in to begin with. That doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah.
I was about to say laughing my ass off, but I don't wear sandals, but I do wear my Crocs. Yeah, I've always wanted to try Crocs, but I don't. Guys, I'll tell you what I like wearing, and it's really strange, and I just came across them last year, but they're really cheap. I got tired of paying $100 for Skechers. And I'll go to Walmart and I'll get a cheap pair of their Sketcher-like shoes. Or what I found last year that was really cheap is water shoes. Like when you go swimming and shit, like they're made of that neoprene or whatever. And they're slip-on. I wear those to drive in. It's almost like being barefoot, but you're not. But you still have traction. Now, they wear out quicker. I'll have to get a new pair about once a month, but they're only like $15 off Amazon. That's what I drive with, and they're comfortable. If I'm going into a place where I got to have, toes or something, I'll slip on my other shoes. But for the most part, I drive in those almost everywhere. The only thing that sucks about them is when they rain, your feet get kind of nasty because they're designed for water. Don't get me wrong, but it sucks because your feet are wet all day long. So you got to put regular shoes on. Real truckers do wear flip-flops. Okay. Again, it's about comfort. I mean, it's whatever the driver wants. I'm not against that. It's not comfortable for me. And this, guys, we're all, like I said last night, we're all in this together. Why does another man care what type of shoes that another man wears to begin with? I mean, that's almost like, I don't like you because you wear whitey-tighty underwear. You know what I mean? Who cares? It's a personal thing. You got to be comfortable. Right, Joe?
Oh, yeah.
It ain't none of anybody's business what another grown man wants to wear or does. Yeah, I hear you, man. So when you come back to Swift, what kind of truck are you going to get?
If I don't keep this one that I'm in, I will probably get me another Freightliner.
Are you?
Yeah.
You're one of those Freightliner guys, huh?
Yeah. Either a Freightliner or either another KW. If I don't decide to keep the truck I'm in that I got now, with the cut down with, if I don't pay it off and come back, but if I do decide to come back, it will probably be a Freightliner.
Well, here's my wife. She's you remember you had Chris as an OOC too, didn't you?
Uh-huh.
You know how Chris would always send out the daily messages and shit?
Uh-huh.
Well, my wife just wants to send out a daily message to you guys too. As long as you guys have 3 points of contact and you get out of your truck, don't slip in your sandals. That's the same shit that Chris puts out every day.
Yeah, I'm about to say that.
Yeah.
It's like, he like, look, once I send the safety message out, then you can call me. He said, if I don't send the safety message out, don't call me before I send the message out. That's all he used to tell me.
So when you come back, and I don't know when they started this, but when you come back, your OOC has to call you every single day. He's got to tell you what the safety message is, and he's got to make sure he wants to know what the weather's like and what the traffic's like.
No,
Did they do that with you before you left?
Nope.
No, they're doing it now.
Yeah, Chris, I probably talked to Chris when I was there. So I probably talked to Chris like once a week, maybe sometimes twice. It all depends on how he was feeling that week.
I don't have a problem with it. It's no big deal to me. But I'm like you. I would talk to him once or twice a week. I only called him when I needed something.
Yeah, that's how I was.
I couldn't take care of. Almost. I mean, you know how it is. Almost everything you can take care of yourself here. Especially with this new load board. If you're running a load board like I am, there's really no reason to even contact anybody. As long as your PTAs are set up right and you're running load board, if you need a load from the planner, they should be giving you stuff, like me. This load technically delivers 11 a.m. on Sunday. I'll probably be there a little bit earlier than that. I'm hoping that I can get it unloaded, but I got my PTA set for 11 a.m. on Sunday. They should be able to plop another load on me if I don't find something. Greetings. I have a wash stash truck. Can I lease it under Swift's authority? Absolutely. You sure can. Speaking of which, why don't you, if you don't mind and you're okay with it, give us the terms on that wash stash lease. Wash stash. I can't even say that word. I know you lease a brand new truck from them out of Utah, if I'm not mistaken. I looked at them. Give me all the details about that. I'm curious. And Nicole, thank you for the safety thing. Seriously, and I'm not just being silly, but that's a true statement. I know I was giving you a little shit, but I was kind of giving Chris a little bit more shit than you.
Chris ain't trying to fight you yet. He ain't trying to jump to you.
Fight me about what?
Nothing. He just like he always try to answer. I go to the terminal, especially if I'm at the terminal. He swear he can fight now.
He always wants to argue with me about shit all the time.
Yeah.
And I'll tell him he's wrong. Like when I had that borrowed truck, the rental truck, he was calling me every day, telling me about all the camera instances that I had. I said, don't call me about these camera instances. Dude, I've got my own insurance. He's like, yeah, but you're in one of Swift's trucks. I was like, don't even waste your time calling me with those camera instances.
Yeah.
They weren't anything. Mac T says Wash Stash used to sell Freightliners with 200,000 miles for 40 to 50,000. That was like 4 to 5 years ago. Actually, that doesn't sound like a bad deal. I didn't know they were still in business doing that. I thought COVID took them out of business, honestly. Wow, we got like 30 people in here right now. I would have never guessed that we would have that many people on tonight.
That was good.
Come on, guys, put up some posts here. So Blessed says that I have a 23 Cascadia, 5,000 down. My weekly payment is $900. Wow. Okay. Do they only do Freightliners and do they check credit, or how does that work? Or is it kind of like Lone Mountain to where they just, as long as you got the cash down? 10,000 down for a 26 Cascadia brand new. That's not a bad deal. What do they do on credit on that? And also, do you get a referral out of that if you bring people over? I mean, I don't mind you putting your name out there for a referral if it's something that's going to help you, especially with the trucks. No credit check. Okay.
Okay.
Wow. What's up, Steve? How are you, buddy? Love to get you on the channel one night, man. I'd like to get your insight on how you liking it and stuff. I know you're camera shy. Just got to have the down payment. Okay.
Okay.
Damn, I should have went to them. LOL. Huh. I'm actually seriously going to look at that that deal with Lone Mountain if you don't have to have all that money in your bank because you got a new truck. Good times or just shutting down? Yeah, I shut down. Me and Jonah shut down right about the same time and decided to go live. Well, actually, we made the decision earlier this morning. I just wanted to do a pop-up and kind of see how many people would come in. And insurance, it's like SFI, but you can move your truck without penalty too. You can take your truck to any carrier. Okay. So let me go back to your comment. So I have a 23, 5,000 down. Your weekly payments are $900. So with a $900 weekly payment, you could probably do pretty well over here. Do they require you to put maintenance in your account or anything like that? You might be able to make it pretty well over here with that truck. Yeah, good deal, Steve. I hope you're doing well, Steve. I hope you're making the money that you need to be making, especially with the international that you have now. Steve went and bought a truck from Austin a couple weeks back, and just like me, he had about a 2-week standstill of not running any freight, and he got a little nervous, just like I did. And I said, buddy, just hang in there. There's a lot of little things that go with it. You're going to make money.
Yeah.
I was the same way. What do I do? Do you have a link for the application? No, I don't really have a link. I just, if people want to contact you, you can put up whatever your referral code is on here, and that way they can use you as a referral.
Yeah. Put the name of the company in the referral. I mean, his code or whatever. $5,000 down, that ain't bad.
No, it's not bad at all. Not bad at all. Wastash is the Freightliner dealership there, and I want to say, isn't it Salt Lake City, Blessed? Hoping to make money here. Should be no problem. Yeah, you're going to make money here. There's just no doubt about it, man. My name is Paul Dew. Okay. So anybody that wants to give them a call, use Paul Dew as your referral. So, Blessed, are you asking about an application to Swift? I think you're asking about putting the application for Wastash, right? The most you'll spend on a used truck per week is $1,000, 22 to 25. Okay. Damn, Joni, look, you're about to fall asleep back there, buddy.
Nah, sitting here. Yeah. I've been up since about 4:30 this morning.
Gotcha. No, I have a wash check already, but plan on leasing under Swift. So, Blessed, if you want to, give me a call tomorrow, and I can hook you up with Michelle, and we can get you situated, because there's a lot of things that I'd like to I want to go over some stuff with you about when you come over here, especially since you have an outside truck like I do. I want to kind of tell you where to go, what not to do, and I want you to make sure you get your own insurance. There's a lot of things that go into it with it over here to play by their rules. So if you will, give me a call. I'll be driving all day tomorrow, or you can call me Sunday. I'll be driving most of the day on Sunday, and I'll get you in contact with Michelle. I'll be more than happy to do that, okay? And I think your name is Paul Dew, if I'm saying that. I hope I'm saying that right, Paul Dew. Yeah, I'd love to help you get in situated with Swift. And if you didn't get my number, I'll put it up again later, but it'll be in the description. It's in the description of all my videos. So one of my new drivers, he's on the math. We have a group text. He said that something's not right with the transmission. He has to bring the RPMs up to almost 750 before engaging you. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with this transmission. Freight shaker. I know absolutely nothing about freight shakers or their the way they do anything. I know nothing about a freight shaker. Never had one. Don't want one. Speaking of which, Blessed is that the only trucks they have there at Wallstash is Freightliners? I think it is, but. Are you still on here, Blessed? Michelle's number's running down there at the bottom, too. Just for your information. Just make sure you tell her you saw her on the show here. Anybody got a comment or anything? Kind of dying down here. Everybody's bedtime. I know I'm. What time is it where you're at, Jonah?
9:30.
9:30. Okay, must be past everybody's bedtime.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, it was 9:30 where I'm at.
Yeah, I know we're making everybody sleepy. I got you. It's almost bedtime, anyways, Nicole. Did pretty good this week. Anime Demon. Okay. I actually I didn't have even though I went home for 4 days, I didn't have a bad week either. But this week's going to be a lot better. I'll be sitting at about 1,800 miles come Sunday morning. Of course, Brian Jess, here he is bragging. Driving down 75 towards Knox. Oh, I thought you were going to tell me you're heading towards home. But okay. Brian Jess has got a good gig going on where he's at. I know he's happy, or somewhat happy. He's now it's starting to get warm in here. I thought it was cooler outside. Well, Jonah, let's see. Anime Demon says 3,200 miles, 6,200 rows. That's a good week. That's a real good week. Trucks are ungoverned too at Wasatch. They had a program with Swift too back in the day. Huh? I did not know that. I wonder what happened with that deal. Obviously, somebody screwed it up.
Yeah.
Ryan Jess says, yeah, I got my airbags fixed yesterday and heading towards West Point, Georgia for delivery whenever I feel like it before 7 p.m. tomorrow. Not sure if I'm going to run the whole thing through or stop. Okay. I mean, you're getting close to your 10 days, if I'm not mistaken, to where you like to try to head towards the house. So he does something a little bit different than what we do, and he can because he runs spot market. He sets himself up a dollar amount, and usually it takes him, 10 to 14 days to get to that dollar amount. When he gets that dollar amount, he goes home for, 4 or 5 days, and then rinse and repeat and does it all over again. Now, I might be a little bit off on his days and stuff, but that's kind of what he likes to do.
Yeah.
He likes to go fishing, drink a little recreational drinking and stuff too. So, do you know Brian?
No.
He was a Swift guy. He's on Charlie and Jeff's show a lot. Not on the show, but he would comment just like you would. That's how I kind of made contact with Craig too. Craig contacted me out of the blue today. Well, I mean, I know I told him last night to give me a ring, but he was watching the live from last night. Craig was on Charlie and Jeff's show on Tuesday talking about his new Volvo.
Yeah, I seen him on there. That's
what convinced me in the new Volvo. I told him today when I talked to him, convince me to get a new Volvo. He said, it's real easy, man. There's the best riding truck. Volvo. You had one. And it's so smart with everything that it does. Can't go wrong with fishing with some beverages. Yes, that's absolutely true. I haven't been fishing in 20-something years. I would love to get back into that hobby.
Yeah, I need to go. I say I can go right across the street and go to the family pond, and I still ain't went.
Yeah, losing yesterday for those repairs kind of put a damper on my dollar amount, but I'll be home before Labor Day because I'm not driving on those holidays. Yeah, that's honestly, I told the wife today that I was looking at the same thing, but I do know what Labor Day is. What, next week? Is that right already?
Next Monday?
Yeah,
like next what? No, like Thursday or Friday.
I don't know, but I know it's coming up. I usually like to go home for the holidays too because of the freight and shit. But I told her that I'm going to stay out for a little while this time around. So, what's the PC rules over at Swift? The PC rules over here are just like what SFI wants down and how much their payments are. It's whatever they feel like they're in the mood for. And I'm trying to be a smart ass, but it really depends on who you get on the phone. They try to run as close to what the DOT does. Now, technically, there's no time limit, and this is only for the owner-operators. I can't speak for the company driver because I know they put a little bit of a tighter hold on those guys. But for us, it's just like the DOT says. You're not under a load, then there's no time limit, no mile limit. That's pretty much it. Just can't be under load. You can't advance a load. So if you're going home, then you can't get any more PC than what you do when you go home. You just can't advance that load when you go home, basically, if that's what you're doing when you go home. Joni, you look so laid back. You compliment James Diva's side. Okay. I guess the Diva name will be back and it's stuck.
I've always laid back.
So let me think here for a second how I can do this. I'd like to put a picture up here to show you something, but I don't know how I would put it up. Let me think about this for a second. My daughter drew this. Give me a second here, and I'll see if I can't make it happen. Think how I can make this happen. Wonder if I can do it this way. Hold on A week from Monday. Okay, so that's when Labor Day is. A week from Monday. I got you.
Okay.
Bear with me for a second. This might bring up a second page. I don't know if it will or not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I knew that wasn't
I knew that I knew that wasn't going to work.
Sure.
Oh well. It won't let me bring it down. Damn it. Oh well. I tried. That was weird. I wonder. I got an idea. I'll email it to myself. I was trying to figure out how to get it on my laptop here. My daughter drew me a picture of what my truck would look like. Bear with me a second here. Let me see if I can get it pulled up here. Stay on here, all right?
Yeah.
Can you still see me, or does it take me away when I go to my
Nah, I still see you.
Okay. Man, why is this doing it so slow? Any comments pop up?
Nope, not yet. I don't see nothing popped up.
Okay. Damn it. These things want me to confirm all this shit. I knew it was going to take this long. I would have never done this. Let's see here if I can save this. All right, let's see if I can pull this up now. Brian just said the 55-mile-an-hour crap coming into Knoxville is completely freaking stupid. Yep. Let's see if I can produce this. Pictures. All right, so not going to work. There we go. There, you see that?
Uh-huh.
Look at that. That's what the Volvo is going to look like, guys, when it happens. With my graphics on it and stuff.
Yeah.
Can everybody see that? The only thing that I'm thinking about doing different is down towards like where the headlight and the fender is, all the way to the back part of the cab. I'm thinking about having it wrapped with like green sawgrass, like Everglades sawgrass, to make it look like a little bit of Florida, just to kind of break the blue up a little bit and have a little bit of green on it. If that happens, then it'll be the same color green as the Boomerang, but I've got the Rabbit without the Boomerang. I'll take the Boomerang off and just have the grass down at the bottom.
Yeah.
So 3 Rig says that looks sweet, but that's gonna be it, I believe. But I think, like I said, I think I'm gonna do the lime green down at the bottom with the sawgrass. just to kind of break the blue up a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Steve, I thought I sent that to you the other day. I guess I didn't. I think I just sent that to Michael Shelton. I see you trying to help Mike, too, on his transmission. Tell him I'm live on the channel. That's why I haven't gotten back with him.
Well, I mean, he might tell him to shut the truck off. I mean, turn all the power off and reset it.
Yeah, that could be something he can do, too, is he can reset it by shutting the power off. I can't remember if the Freightliner, they might have that master power switch over under the seat, too. Dude.
I know some of them do and some of them don't. If he got that power, cause I know when I had my Freightliner, it was Swift or somebody. No, that was my KW and I had with Swift. And it wouldn't shift or something. So luckily I was in a parking spot and was pulling into a parking spot and it wouldn't pull. And I turned it off, shut it off, waited for like a couple minutes, and then turned everything back on and it shifted fine. I had no more problems with it.
Yep. That was my daughter. That's our girl. She helped out her dad with a Vision. Yep. I told, and honestly, she did that in one swoop with her iPad. I told her what I wanted to do and how I wanted it to look. Is it still light where you're at, or is it dark there?
It's dark.
Okay.
I'm just parked by. I'm just parked near a light.
Okay, I got you. Where are you at? What state are you at?
I at TA right here in out 75 in just south of Lima, Ohio a little bit.
Yeah.
I made like exit 113 on 75.
I got you. All right, guys. Well, I mean, if nobody else has anything to talk about or post, I'm going to cut it short here. I'm tired. I know the wife's tired. I know you're tired, Jonah. I'm going to sit down and watch it.
Yeah, probably get up about 6 o'clock in the morning, right? What in the world? Oh, it's on a little scooter. Yeah, probably get up about 6 o'clock and ride on down the road.
Yeah, I was talking to Craig. We might try and do a live again on Monday. Monday. I know he wants to go live. Yeah, maybe the three of us can go live on Monday. We'll see how things go and see where we're at. I don't really want to hold us up with deliveries or anything if we can help from
it. Yeah. See, the Monday, I got deliver Monday afternoon. And I should be available Monday. Yeah, cause if I deliver, cause the load I got, this load delivers Monday afternoon at 3, so I should be there in more than about an hour.
Where do you deliver to?
Coppell, going to Texas with it. Coppell, Texas, to some warehouse.
Speaking of Texas, my wife just said, "Go Buckeyes!" Ohio State Buckeyes are playing Texas on the first game here this coming weekend. I don't think it's this weekend. I think it's next weekend. I could be wrong. When is it, Nicole? Is it this weekend or next weekend for football to start up? I think it is this weekend. College football this weekend, right?
I think so. I ain't been keeping up with it. I think it's this week or either next week.
Yeah.
I know high school football where I stay at, South Carolina, started this week. So I think college start
this week or
either next week. Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, I guess we'll call it from here. I appreciate everybody coming out, making comments, doing this. We'll try to do this as much as we possibly can. Going to try and grow this channel as quickly as possible. Anybody that hasn't subscribed, please subscribe. Like, as always, helps with the algorithm. And give me a thumbs up if you don't. It doesn't cost you guys anything. do what you can. Give me thumbs up, like, comment, subscribe, and I guess, guys, we'll call it. So the wife says it's next weekend. Okay, I guess we'll call it tonight. Thanks for everybody coming out. We'll talk at another time. You guys have a great evening. Have a great evening, Jonah, and I'm sure we'll talk during the week.
Oh yeah.
All right, guys. Y'all have a good night.
Good night.
All right. Bye-bye.
All right.